Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I went. Happy Friday night. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. And I figured Jan wasn't live, so I'd go a little early so I could go to bed a little early. There's a method to my madness. It's a way past my bedtime on a Friday night. But that's okay. We will wait till we have some more people. We've only got a few people here right now, but that, again, I went in bed early. Hey, Cynthia, nice to see you. What's the weather like over in the Netherlands? It's got to be better than here. We got another 6 inches of snow today. Winter? It's just like Groundhog Day. It keeps coming more and more and more. Cold, more. Enough's enough. Like I say, we got, well, this week alone, we've got got about a foot of snow. The guy didn't come today to blow the driveway, clear the snow, but he did earlier this week. So I'd say we're up to about 14, 15 inches of snow this week alone. And we're supposed to get some overnight tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's like enough is enough. I've had it right about up to here. It is that cold. They haven't even started to boil sap yet. We normally almost have 100 gallons boiled by now. It is absolutely crazy. And I'm getting requests. I'm like, if it doesn't warm up quick and give us some optimal temperature of heat and back again, it's like, oh man. But yeah, it's been crazy. I know is there was some things going on tonight. A couple people said that they wouldn't be part of the live tonight. Just there was other commitments. And I'm like, we got to share the wealth. I'm okay with that. And but what I am going to do, I am going to take about a 3-minute break because I do hear somebody calling me. And I shall be back in about 3 minutes, which is going to be 8 o'clock, anyways. So I'll be right back. All right. So we have some big travel news, but I got to wait till we get more people. I don't know how to take it. I've been sitting on it for about a month. Well, since we were on the ship. So, yeah, there is. Sorry, Cynthia. Yeah, there's some extremely exciting news coming out of Florida. And it's quite exciting that I was one of the first ones to figure it out. And it's quite, it's going to be going down probably within a month and a half. So, we will, yeah, definitely wait. If you want, go ahead, share it out. I might have bit off my toes or my nose to spite my face because I went early and I was late putting up the thumbnail, which is my fault. But yeah, we'll leave it for about 5 minutes and then we'll discuss the I don't know if it's bad news, exciting news. We'll just say that we'll talk about the news. So, hello to my lurkers. I've got at least one lurker because I've got Cynthia, Joe. Where are you, Miss Anne? From your balcony? Are you on a ship? Are you guys cruising? We're going to have to wait and see what Miss Anne. Not unless they're sitting in the land of plenty, overlooking the water behind her gardens. That's also worth sitting outside watching. She could be at the Littles too. Littles 1, Littles 2. God only knows where that lady is. Very good, Miss Anne. So, I'm going to say there's exciting news going to be coming forth. The closest we can figure it out is going to happen June 1st. Bum, bum, bum. I just don't know how to take it. Let's put it this way. I may have to change cruise lines. But we'll wait. We've got some more people coming up. And there's a reason why I cruise NCL. And well, that might all go poof. Hey, Nora, what's going on, girl? How's Orlando? I was going to try to get a hold of you, Nora, whenever we stayed at the. I'm going to have to look it up. Beautiful hotel. Cheap, clean, food to die for. Like whenever you order food, you got fuzzy cows? No, I'm just fuzzy, Nora. I don't even have any of my. The only thing that I have fuzzy is dork. That's the only fuzzy that I have. We're hoping that we are going to be able to. We're going to be able to start. Oh my goodness, where do I find? Is that? No. Starts Cambria. It's out near the airport, about a mile and a half. Awesome. We ain't got our. We got a different bull over at the farm now. He's our other bull. Win boys. He they had to. He was so. You don't really want it to happen, but you can breed two levels. Not like Florida where you can breed your cousin. No. Two levels in a cow is okay. But we were getting pretty close to that. So they got rid of him. And now the other bull is nowhere near the one that grew up on the farm that, we could go over and pop him. He was fun. Like he'd follow us around and we could care less. We knew, yes, you have to be very careful. He's a 3,000-pound bull. He'd kill you in one stomp. But oh my goodness, yes. So a friend of mine bred pure Highland cattle. Her bull, she used to ship all over Canada and the US to breed, and he was 60, but she also got $10,000 a month for his breeding capabilities. Oh yeah, like you can get a purebred, a rare a rare bull. You can get a purebred, obviously, very very like one that you don't see a whole lot of. They can go upwards of $100,000, if not even more. But about 100 grand's about the most I've seen for a bull. And this lady, she made a fortune off of her bull. Well, 120. No, because he used to come home 2 or 3 months out of the year, and then COVID hit, and well, that was the end of. She he wasn't allowed to cross the border anymore, so she sold him for about 100 grand. But she was making more renting him out. There's there's money in studs. Just saying. Oh, there you go. 1.5 million. Joey saw in 2019. But usually the Highland cattle that you like, the furry cows, they go for about 100 to, well, about 100, a little over 100. And it all depends on the age and their semen count. If he's got large quantities of semen, his price also goes up. So definitely, you know, if you could get a direct line, you would definitely make more as a stud service. The company I worked for years ago paid 100 for stud service or just for one bull. And like I say, you know, if you got if they test a year to 14 months, and he's got a lot of swimmers, you definitely you could start singing, "I'm in the money, I'm in the money." Yes, but and yeah, no, the stud service, oh, it's huge, huge. Like I said, Lori, she used to send hers. She was booked out like 5 years. I'm sorry, but she also had them tested once a year. G'day, Lukey. Oh, like technically, you have a place to bring them home to let them rest the boys for 2, 3 months out of the year. Rent a 2 acre, 6 acre pasture. Let them wander around, rest their boys, and then send them back out. That's all you need. By the time they come back, the paddock, or not paddock, their field would be full of fresh hay, grass. It's also a heck of a lot of money. I could tell you how to make just as much money doing something else and not having to put out as much money. Whew. Hey, Jess. Yeah. What you smoking? Hey, Jesse. Nora. She's going to be walking her fuzzy cows all around Florida. Just see Nora walking up the street. She got, she'd probably be able to halter it and ride them. But yes, there's a lot of money in making beef and making breeders. Like your show cows is where the money is. Not who you, or not the ones you're going to eat. Most of the time farmers exchange so that the bloodline changes up, because that's what we do up here. You change with a good friend who, well, I don't know, Lucas, when are you going to buy me breakfast, you little twerp? You're lucky I don't give you one of these, pal. If you would have played harder in basketball, I probably would have taken you out. You looked like a duck with a one-legged layup. Oh, jeez. Oh, just give me one sec. I got a text that I've been waiting for. Hey, Miss Lisa. How are you? Um, do, do, do. I know you don't, Lucas, because I'm always right. Telling you. Hey, 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 Lillian. Um, yes. So Lillian, actually, I was talking to her earlier. She just got home. But she kind of had a cruise like we had a cruise. Hers was weather, ours were people dropping dead. So, yeah, that sucks, Lillian. Um, uh, Sorry, there's also another person that I haven't heard from in 3 weeks that I was starting to panic. Um, just got a text. So they're okay. Whew. All right. My night now is so much better because I was starting to get. I was almost going to pack up and have to go. Um, but So what else is going on, Lucas? Did you get more hours? Are you actually working? And yeah, it was really cool, Lillian. I had a hard time sleeping last night, so I watched them bringing the rocket that is going around the moon. I watched them bring it over on the big clam. Was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. Whew.
Why are they using sea creatures to move space?
They're not using sea creatures. I'll show you the video.
I don't care that much.
I'll show you the video of how large this is. You could fit probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of our houses on the deck of this thing.
So big sea creatures.
Yes,
Space junk.
big. No, it's not space junk. It stays on Earth. It just transformed,
No, to move the space junk.
yes, to move the space junk. Well, we don't want to see it become space junk that it's setting off because it's got a Canadian, 3 Americans.
Space junk with people.
Yes, space junk with people.
Um,
Remind me whenever I get off of here. I'll show you. I'll show you what Lillian can see from her back door or from her back deck.
the
It's
giant sea creature?
yeah, you can see the.
Sick. It's 'cause she's a
It's actually pretty cool. No, no more hours for me. Holy jeez, Lukey. What about me? Lukey. My boss is in. Don't tell Debbie. No, they just moved it last night. They didn't set it off last night. Okay. I didn't know there was more going up this week. Um, when is that supposed to go? April 3rd? And if it's launched at night, I saw the traje- trajectory of where that's going to go, and there's potential that we may be able to see it if it's a clear night. So, yeah, I think they postponed it to the third, which would be Saturday. And if it's like really, really, really early in the morning, I should be able to see it because we're going to be out visiting Debbie's mom and dad. Or mom and dad. Good Lord. Debbie's mom. So, yes, they were SpaceX has gone up this week. Yes. I'm having issues uploading. I can't upload anything except for a short. I don't I don't know what or how or who or I'm getting frustrated. I've always used iMovie for 6 years. Never a problem. Having a problem now. Oh, really? Uh, yeah, I don't think we'll see it because we're leaving. Yeah, no. Now, Remy possibly could see the afterburners if he's not at home. Remember them talking Amazon launching on the schedule? Yes. And is that still a go? So, yeah, if you guys haven't heard, read what Lillian just put. He's into everything. So, I overheard a little something something whenever we were on the ship. I wasn't supposed to overhear. So the 29th is Kyle's birthday. So, yeah, that's cool. But anyways, I overheard a officer talking to an officer asking, "What do you think?" And I went up to him and I said, "Did I just hear you right?" He's like, "No, no, no." And then it was verified. NCL is not, well, we're not sure if it's going to be all their ships, but NCL's being bought out. Majority ownership of another company who wants to go nose to nose with Disney Cruise Lines. And that is Universal. So, the deal is supposed to take ago on the 1st of June. We don't know when the flip over is going to be, how many ships they're going to take, or take the whole fleet. But they are going to have majority ownership of X number of ships. And I don't know how to think or feel about that, because we went on NCL to get away from the darling little children. Yes, there was always some kids nowhere near Disney and nowhere near Carnival. I think, at the most I might have seen 24 kids our whole cruise. And I'm talking like teenagers up. So that's the news that's floating around right now, is that Universal sees how much Disney is making. I wish I had a crystal ball, because I would definitely buy 100 shares. But oh, Jesse, I overheard the officers talking. Mark my word. June 1st. It's going to be announced in between April and May. So I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want, well, it's just going to mean that we're going to have to fund a new cruise line, because as much as I love the little Hellions, I go on vacation to get away from everybody, not have ankle biters chewing at your ankles the entire trip, or screaming or running, or the only time that we've ever had issues with kids was on Carnival. And from kids pounding on your doors and running back and forth, back and forth. But the guy that I verified it with is pretty much in the know with NCL as well. So I just, good day, Nick. How are you, brother? No, Disney is not buying NCL. Universal is buying NCL. They don't know how many ships. Because for anybody to get a ship right now, if Jesse Leos wanted to put a ship in the Caribbean or in Alaska and then Caribbean all winter, it would take him 14 years to get a ship made. So, unfortunately, and we don't have the capabilities, even though the US has shipyards, Canada has shipyards. We do not have the capabilities of building these godforsaken cities on the water. But oh yeah, no, there's no Disney's not even, it's only one, and that was Universal, that the white shirts were talking on the Prima. So that is and it's not only me that heard it. There's a couple people that just got off it last week, the week before. And the scuttlebutt's going around NCL. They used to work for NCL, so yeah. If I had about $3,000 US, I'd consider dropping it. At the very most, you're going to make 6% in 4 weeks. But, and if anybody sees, these people saying, "Oh, invest with us, your money grows instantly," they're a scam. Don't do it. Especially the ones on Facebook. They're like, "Oh, we sell AI and AI does your trading, blah, blah, blah." No, they don't. One of my buddies tried it. He's only out $100, but he lost his money within a week. Nobody traded his money, and the AI put it, did some stupid trade, and he lost his money. Anyways, he lost. Jesse, I don't know how many times I got to tell you, whenever you guys come into the real world and you stop letting people marry their cousins, we'll talk about it. Not a chance in hell. People would be introduced to Gertrude long before. Right, Lukey? Lukey, everything on Facebook is a scam. If you're not sure and you're going to put money on it, call me first, buddy. Call me first. What are you talking about? Florida? Texas? And then, yeah, there is like Illinois, Arkansas. I forget all of the list. Couldn't believe it. Creekside Makeables. G'day, Tony. Tony, I know where you live. You want to be the 51st state, you go down there. Because I don't want them up here. I like my little peace and joy. Have you even tapped yet, Tony? We haven't even got a liter of syrup yet. We got a foot of snow this week. It's ridiculous. Florida man's 10-4 to that, Nick. Oh, man. Who would want to run? Lukey, I've been ready for snow to be gone for a month. Like, everything's up, ready to go. I think we might get some movement. Today there was a little bit of sun, so it might have run a little bit this afternoon because it was 0, but it wouldn't have ran very hard. Snow tomorrow, snow Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh yeah, it's going to run quite heavy. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because we have perfect -8 +4. Building a new sap shack looking. Oh, cool. When are you putting out a video? So it was enough. Wednesday that Bob came and did our driveway, and we have over 6 inches on the driveway again. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then we're coming down week and a half. Yeah, but a week. No. Yesterday would have been 2 weeks. And by the looks of it, hopefully the snow's going from west to east, because I really don't want to be driving through the snow belt. Well, that's it. At least the salt's working now. The highways are pretty good. Cold nights, warm day or warmer days. We're still in negatives. Like, it's crazy. What? Today was -1. It got to. Tomorrow's supposed to get to +3. Tonight's -4. And then +3 tomorrow. -2 Saturday night. So 2 and 2, -7 +2, -8 +3. Get a little bit of movement, but we might be able to start up the pan Thursday. But then we're back down to -10 at night. It's not going below 0 again. Like, it's just, enough's enough. And yeah, it was, I had to go over today and pick up a prescription and sign my taxes. Oh, Lord. Oh, he's playing some sick tricks on me. Anyways. So, I don't know if you've filed yours yet, Tony, but CRA has changed whenever you e-file them, they guarantee you a refund in 10 days. Who knew that? Okay. We'll go with that. But yeah, I just, we figured that, oh my goodness, we're finally gonna get a good year because there is 6 feet of frost, 3 feet of snow, and we figured with the way we've had the temperatures the last 3 or 4 years, this is going to be an awesome spring. Nope. Well, I shouldn't say nope. Maybe whenever spring hits, I bet you we're only going to get less than a month of running. But it is what it is. We got 8 inches Wednesday and we got 6 inches today. Josh just pulled in, hon.
Yeah. He hasn't eaten, so we're gonna go get him food.
Okay. Where you going?
I don't know.
All right.
I'm not hungry, so wherever he wants.
Well, there's pizza here and
Eat that pizza.
meat lovers.
With hot peppers on it?
All he has to do is pick them off.
You can still taste them.
I love it. That's hilarious, Jesse. Jesse's playing with AI. Hank and I are going for a ride. That's hilarious. Sorry. So you're asking how much snow we have sitting here? 2 feet right now in the fields. Some of the fields where the wind, like open fields, there's about a foot. Yeah. Actually, it's if you could add like steam coming out of that little shack over to the right, that would be hilarious. But yeah, Tony, I'm gonna send you. I'll either yeah, I'll give you a call tomorrow. There's something you may be interested in getting caught up to date. Well, you know what though? It's only going to keep the frost in the ground longer, so maybe we will kind of save a little bit of the season because we do have a thick frost. It's deep because we didn't get a whole lot of snow, but we got cold temperatures. But so I figured out I figured out the other day going from we had oil heat with our old furnace. Now we have propane. Hopefully by fall, we will have natural gas, which is even cheaper than propane. So the most expensive, and it was cold here this year. That's still pretty cold for you, though, Miss Lisa. That's what it was whenever we came home from. That was just the temp in Orlando whenever we came home. But yeah, it. Uh-oh. A tuba raid? He told me he was going to be on until 10 o'clock. It's only 9 o'clock. Has he been drinking that wacky Kool-Aid again, Nora? Well, everybody's welcome. The cruise, well, we won't go on that ship anymore. It was built not in their normal shipyard. It was very cut up. It was almost like they herded you into different locations. We just won't go on that ship again. But, good food. We didn't like the shows. They were nothing like the guys whenever we were in Alaska. Those guys were awesome. Our first stop, we ended up losing a passenger. He passed away on the dock. Walking back to the ship, and mariner law is you have to take them to the closest morgue, which was Bahamas for us. So we lost almost 8 hours, which meant we lost 8 hours in Jamaica. Good, bad, or indifferent. Good, bad, or indifferent. Jamaica was a flop. They really shouldn't be allowing folks to go to Jamaica right now, simply for the fact there's still tarps on the roofs. Debbie got talking to one lady. She lost her 4-bedroom home. She's sleeping on a friend's couch right now, trying to save up some money. Government gave them pennies on the dollar for their. They have no insurance, and gave them pennies on the dollar. Yeah, so her entire family's living on couches. We got to see HMCS Yellowknife. The warship is in port protecting Jamaica from pirates. So we quickly, said thank you for your service, and this is pretty cool. Come down to Jamaica to see one of our warships. I do have video on it. Once I can figure out how to, what I'm gonna try tomorrow is deleting iMovie and try to upload it again or update it. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, absolutely, Tony. But yeah, no, it was quite cool. They whatever they were cleaning the front of the deck. We got talking to the one of the officers, and they were down there on 6 months. They're going to fly in a new crew and then fly our guys out. So, hey, matey. So that was pretty cool. Then went to Caribbean. Oh my God. It's where everybody hides their money in the Caribbean. Grand Cayman. Beautiful area. We got to see what they call hell. And what it is a hurricane many years ago came in and washed out all the sand or clay or whatever and exposed the limestone, and it's like black. Black is my cooler. It was really neat. Got to see that. We sent the kids a postcard back from Hal. But I tell you what, I want to, you and I can't send a letter back and forth cheaper than what I mailed the letter from Grand Cayman to Canada. 20 cents US from Grand Cayman. I put it in the mailbox. And it took about 3 weeks. But 3 weeks later, poof, in our mailbox, 20 or 21 cents US. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we went to Cozumel. We had an ambulance waiting for us on the pier there. We had a passenger have a heart attack. Heart attack or stroke. Anyways, normally they come in fairly slow, and up till the pilot got on the boat, we were doing 22 knots. So, and then we were in Grand Cayman, or Cozumel. Cozumel, once you've seen it once, you've seen it 100 times, unless you're going to do an excursion. So we were playing around the pool and stuff like that. And whenever we got back, the next day was a sea day, and then we got back to Cape Canaveral, and we took an Uber from Cape Canaveral back to Orlando, and we spent about 6 hours with Mr. Jim. Had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful talk, reminiscing, you know, just got to know Mr. Jim even more. That was an amazing afternoon. I'm very blessed that I finally got to meet the man, the legend, the myth. But of course, the cost of living is cheaper down there. Yeah, well, like I say, at Grand Cayman, oh no, 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 it's not cheaper to live. I said to our tour guide, I said, "What's your industry here?" He said, "Banking." I said, "Oh." He's like, "What's number two?" He said, "Lawyers." Okay, then. And then he said, "Tourism." So housing runs like a condo in the night area or whatever. The place to be is 1 point anywhere from 1 million to two. Where the commoners live, like the normal working folk, 250 to half a million is a house down there for, and their minimum wage is $4, $5. It was like a stupid amount of money. But yeah, so other than that, it was really neat to get to spend a lot of time with Mr. Jim. And then there was a rainstorm coming in, so he jumped on his motorcycle and headed headed home. And well, we misjudged. He got wet, and I think he said he had to drive in the rain for about 45 minutes. But it was well worth the visit. And then Debbie and I repacked our luggage. She's tired. My sister tired. I I was talking to her earlier today. I sent her the one picture that you sent me, and she hasn't answered. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say her sleeping. Now, Sir Grace could be sitting in his chair watching, but my sister, she's sleeping. Yep, yep, yep. And it's really neat. I can fly down and see my sister now, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Ogdensburg to Louisville. So cheap airfares. Now, the only thing during the summer, there mustn't be much of a tourism back and forth because it's a 15-hour trip during the summer and it's via North Carolina. So I guess I just got to stop by and grab Miss Ann and bring her with us to go see my sister. I'm up. I didn't even have a nap today. I was busy. My nap time, I had to go sign my taxes and get my prescription, and I wasn't even home. See what you did? Now I'm tired. But, yeah, no, I don't think she sent me a message. And Lillian, she's either lurking in the back or she's gone to bed because she was on a cruise ship all week. She was on vacation all this week, so and she didn't have very good weather. Wind, I guess. She was saying one of their ports of call, they couldn't even get into it due to the weather. And yeah, she said the weather was awful. So take that for whatever. But I'm starting to see this time of year is not one that you want to be in the Caribbean. January, February, yeah, you're dealing with cooler temperatures in Florida. In the Caribbean, it's still our temperatures fluctuated anywhere from 75 to 85 in the Caribbean. So, and our next ship we may go on next year or next winter is the Viva out of Galveston. So I'm just looking because there's no like Breeze Airlines doesn't. I thought they went to Dallas, but I'd have to go to Boston and then Boston to Dallas. I think is the route for. No, it's not. I got to go to Ohio and then down. All right, Miss Ann, you have yourself a wonderful night. And if you have your farmer's market tomorrow, good luck. Break a leg. Hopefully you sell out. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here because Lisa, Yogi Hollow Farms, is coming on in about 15 minutes. So that allows everybody to go get a beverage, get rid of a beverage, get another beverage, and yeah, might as well work together. So don't forget, Jesse, you got your thumbnail done up yet? If you do, put it in. For the people that are lurking, Jesse and Lisa go live tomorrow night, 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And Jesse will put in his link here in a minute. Hey, Nora. You're all over the place, Nora. Now, Nora, I thought you were stay in here. I thought you were I thought you were a moderator. There we go. Yes, you are. And like I said, we should have, yeah. Mr. Jim and I and Debbie, we sat all afternoon chit-chatting, and we had dinner, and I would have, no, I have Lori, our mayor up here. She had the Highland show cows. I will send you a message. There's one guy in Oklahoma. I forget the name of his channel. Well, I'm live Thursday, Friday, and I know I'll just watch for you to go live, and I'll drop the guy's link for you. And yeah, like I said, Lori sold all her cattle whenever COVID hit. It was just going to cost her too much money to keep the bull, and not being able to stud him out. She was losing, at least $120,000 a year in stud services. Plus, she'd make money on transportation as well. I'm sure of it. Oh, actually, you would be surprised how much a Highland cow eats. A Highland cow won't eat first or second cut. They like thistles. They like what you can't feed other cows, or other cows won't eat. Highlands, because their lineage of being up on the hills of Scotland, that's all they had was crap. So, people ask Rob and his son-in-law why they don't get rid of the thistles in the fields. They're like, because the cows like to eat it. Well, no, they don't. They're like, yeah, they do. Now, there's 2 fields that are amazing first, second cut hay. and then they just let the cows in there. Now the Herefords, they like first, second cut, but not the Highlands. They are definitely don't like their, give them the crap that nobody else will eat, and they're happier than yeah, all out. And if there's a thistle in the bale of hay, oh, that's like candy to a Highland. Darren and Bridget, they have Highlands here in Canada. I forget the name of his channel. Jesse, are you still here? Oh my God. Or Remy, if you're still here, what's Darren's channel? Oh my goodness. Drawn a blank. What's Darren's channel name? They live about 4 hours north of Quebec City. Thorhaven Farms, that's it. Add them, Nora. They're good people too. Tell them that we sent you over. Darren's a good guy. He's a pew pew dealer. He actually works for a manufacturer, but he tends to keep that on the down low. And Brigitte, his awesome wife, he just about became a widow. Brigitte did everybody that has a Highland cow knows you do not get between a mama and its baby. It will gore you. And I mean, I'm not joking. They have a very sweet demeanor. Soon as you step between a mama and its baby, you're going to get gored. Well, she did. Thank God she was able to get out of there. She didn't get stomped and she didn't get gored. If you go back, I think 2 years, you'll see she explains what she did wrong, how she did it. You can't blame the cow. She's protecting its baby. Its baby was drinking. Brigitte, for some reason, got in between. Brigitte knows that she was in the wrong. And, it was just a brain fart. We've all done it. Like, I don't know if I ever videoed the one that Rob and I, we spent the whole day trying to save baby. Because you lose a baby right now, you're looking at $3,000. So we were trying to keep it alive. By the time we realized that Mama wasn't putting out any milk, the heifer didn't have colostrum and ended up passing. It's the only thing other than a human that I've had to do CPR on. Try doing CPR on a cow. I gave Rob the head. But all jokes aside, there's, we tried compressions and it was too late, but oh, Nora, it's the saddest thing I've ever had to do because we put baby in the backhoe in the bucket and we let mama come to say her goodbyes to the baby. And mama followed the backhoe bawling the entire time until we buried her. It's the most intense thing I've ever had to do on the farm. But I mean, like, mama bawled. And it's probably half a mile where baby was to where we buried baby. And you got to go down about 6 feet, because if not, the coyotes and wolves will dig it up. Well, you don't want to see that. So we had to get the backhoe and dig. And we put the baby down 6 feet. And mama stood with us the entire time. Mama knew what we were doing. People say cows are stupid. Because if her baby was alive, she would have got in between us and gored us. Well, mama stood there and bawled beside the backhoe while we buried her baby. And it turned out mama, 3 months later, was buried right beside her baby. But it's not easy having these animals. Whenever somebody says they have one bad day, they do. That's why, you always thank the good Lord for the blessing that he give, that he allows you to take a life to feed lives. But it is what it is, and it's all part of life, and that was the closest day that I ever came to becoming a vegetarian, and then I went and had a steak. This boy ain't gonna be no vegetarian. I like my meat. But actually, speaking of meat, I have some homemade sausages that I may just have to fry up in the morning. They are maple syrup sausages. Oh, they good. Another guy that I know, just Kyle and I eat sausages. And, I bought half a pig just before Christmas and told them to make me sausages. And then he mixes the meat with maple syrup. Damn, I got to stop talking or I'm going to be making sausages at 10 o'clock at night. So Nora, how's your didn't you tell me you had a factory job now? You weren't Ubering anymore? Hopefully that's going well for you. Like I say, I haven't seen you in quite a while, so I figured you were working. But anyways, guys, I hate to call it, but we are going on 2 hours. Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm is about to go live, or she's just live 2 minutes now. Well, you know where I am every Friday night, Nora. Right here. Or as many Friday nights as I can. Depending if we get into a heavy syrup season, we could be over at the Sugar Shack. But anyways, guys, God bless. Don't forget, Jesse and Lisa, 5 Eastern, no, 6 Eastern, 5 Central tomorrow night. And that's where Jesse gives away everything but the kitchen sink. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.